Let's learn about this topic. Reflexive pronouns. When you do something to yourself, you need a special pronoun that points right back at the doer. What is it about? A reflexive pronoun is used when the subject and the object of the verb refer to the same person or thing. The 8 reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Singular forms end in self. Plural forms end in selves.
For example, I made this cake all by myself. For example, Michael looked at himself in the mirror. For example, the children enjoyed themselves at the party.
Quick check 1. Choose the correct reflexive pronoun. The cat washed blank in the sunshine. Is it itself? B himself? C themselves? D yourself?
The answer is itself. The subject is a single animal, the cat, so we use itself.
Quick check 2. Which sentence uses a reflexive pronoun correctly? Is it A, we bake the bread, me? B, we bake the bread ourselves? C, we bake the bread ourselves? D, we bake the bread yourselves?
The answer is we bake the bread ourselves. The subject we is plural, so the reflexive pronoun is ourselves.
How to use it? Match the reflexive pronoun to the subject. Use it after a verb when the action turns back on the doer, and use it after a customary preposition that is closely linked to a verb, noun, or adjective. Reflexive pronouns can also emphasize a noun or pronoun, meaning and no one else.
For example, be careful with the knife or you will cut yourself. For example, I felt rather proud of myself after the test. For example, she herself had trained the horse.
Quick check 3. Complete the sentence. You must learn to express blank more clearly, Sarah. Is it a herself? B yourselves? C yourself? D myself?
The answer is yourself. Sarah is one person being addressed, so the reflexive pronoun is yourself.
Quick check 4. In which sentence is the reflexive pronoun used for emphasis? Is it A, she hurt herself while running? B, the principal herself handed out the prizes? C, he looked at himself sadly? D, they helped themselves to the food?
The answer is the principal herself handed out the prizes. Here herself emphasizes the principal, meaning the principal and no one else.
Watch out /special cases. Match the number carefully. Use yourself for one person and yourselves for more than one. Where a preposition is part of an adverbial phrase of place, use a personal pronoun, not a reflexive one. Beware the common error hisself and theirselves, which are always wrong. The correct forms are himself and themselves.
For example, Come in, children, and find yourselves a seat. For example, I keep a dictionary beside me when I write, not beside myself. For example, the boys blamed themselves, not theirselves, for the loss.
Quick check 5. Which sentence is correct? Is it, Tom prides himself on his neat work? B. Tom prides himself on his neat work. C. Tom prides himself on his neat work. D. Tom prides themselves on his neat work.
The answer is Tom prides himself on his neat work. The correct reflexive pronoun for Tom is himself. His self is never correct.
Quick check 6. Choose the correct sentence. Is it A. Sally held the torch out in front of herself? B. Sally held the torch out in front of her? C. Sally held the torch out in front of she? D. Sally held the torch out in front of hers?
The answer is Sally held the torch out in front of her. In an adverbial phrase of place we use a personal pronoun, so in front of her is correct, not herself.
Let's remember the key points. Reflexive pronouns end in self, singular, or selves, plural, and point back to the subject. Use them when the subject and object are the same, or to add emphasis meaning and no one else. His self and their selves are never correct. Always write himself and themselves. Well done! You have learned this topic. Keep practicing and you'll master it.